speak to it. Cool.
Yep. Do you want to get here, Daniel? You can go and chat.
Alright.
Oh, goodness. We are on the bleeding edge these days, and that edge bleeds a lot sometimes.
It's a good thing they invented video.
It is a good thing. It is a good thing. Video is a good thing. So, hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for patience. Can you hear us and see us?
Bleeding edge these
Whoa! Well, the volume's higher now. That's great.
All right, good. Is the how's the sync? 1, 2, 3.
Still lag on audio for Eve White.
Damn.
Okay.
Is everyone?
One.
Is it fine? Is it synced up? Can you
Or
hear
should we
me?
keep monkeying around with it? Lag on audio, huh? Okay. How about this?
20.
Actually, here.
Is everyone? Is it fine? Is it synced up? Can you hear me?
Lag on audio.
Go. Okay.
All right, how's that? Is that any better? Here, you want to plug me in here? See, you guys are getting the real raw experience, and I want to let you know that we
Crater
tested
lag.
this all. Just trust me.
But this stream is all about authenticity,
1,
right?
2, 3. By the way, welcome to Game Nest. This is the loft.
I think we
Fixed
did
it. We did
think
it.
we did it.
All right.
You guys are a great team. We should be interviewing you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to be able to knock it out of the park on your first try. Anyways,
Let's do the reintroductions then.
yeah, let's reintroduce ourselves. These guys are from Spry Fox, and Spry Fox is one of our favorite developers because they make amazing things like Alphabear and Triple Town and all the other games where there's, you know, a grid of bears.
Yeah.
It's a grid of something cute.
So we've got Ryan and Alex.
Hi.
Hi.
And do you guys want to, I guess, just give a little intro? Like, what do you do? What's your job title? And how do you feel about having a job title?
Apropos.
We can kind of make up our own job title, so
Yeah.
you know, I am the chief, just the chief, really.
The chief.
So I work on a bunch of projects. I'm currently working on not Alphabear. I've had very little to do with Alphabear, but
Which is why he's in the best position to appreciate it.
yeah, that's right. That's why I keep, it's the best.
Why he
game.
likes it at all.
Nice.
And I'm not tired of it, and I don't know what all the bears do. Go ahead.
You don't want to say anything about like what you're working on?
Squeeze
or anything?
anything.
It's a secret.
Suddenly, it's a secret. Okay.
Yeah, it's secret shit.
Secret shit. We're gonna screw on any Vader space a little bit.
No good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan's still not in the
Wait.
frame.
Wait, why don't we just turn the camera?
Let's reframe.
So I have a curse. I don't know if I told you guys about my streaming curse, which is that every time I stream, it involves moving a webcam that's precariously placed on site.
Yes.
No matter what I try to do or how I try to get
That
around.
sounds
Although
like a fetish or something.
the Elgato's working this time.
Something always breaks.
That's
Something
like
always
nothing to do
breaks.
with their setup. So.
It's live.
So
All right.
Oh, this means that the camera is going to be right in the faces if we go to scene 2. Ah! Hey guys!
That is nice.
So now you can really.
Yeah, so this is what they look like in person. So I guess the first question I have is can you just tell us a little bit about Alphabear?
Hold on, let me say my name first. I like talking about me. I didn't do that yet.
Okay, I'm not paying attention. There's a lot going on, guys.
Tell us about,
I know your
tell us
guests.
about you. I've been at Spry Fox for almost 2 years, and I don't really have a good job title because I do a bunch of different stuff. But my main thing is I'm a technical designer, so I basically think about like the kind of the quantitative mathy parts of game design. So I do balancing and progression and economies and stuff, and I do a lot of data analysis for that and some simulation and modeling. And I also do a bunch of programming, like Ryan and I keep the data streams flowing, more Ryan. And I also just like sometimes program games with Ryan, and I do some business stuff. It's pretty all over the place. It's really fun.
Oh, that's cool. And you, I mean, not to press you for details, but you do have a fantastically interesting and terminal degree.
Yeah, I think I have about 5 years left. No, it's yeah.
You already did.
I did a 6.5.
Whoa,
I did a
Jesus.
PhD in game balancing. I think it's the only one so far. Yeah.
Wait,
Wow,
that was
for
the
sure.
official.
It's in the computer science department, but when you do a PhD, you basically like have your topic, and that's your topic, which is whatever it's on.
Ah.
Like, I have a friend who has the only PhD in film costume design, and I have the only PhD in game balancing. But we're in some broader department, you know. Yeah. Sorry, did I say design? I meant balancing. There's a lot of PhDs in design.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Yeah.
we got masters in design, so
Yeah,
I
we
guess.
have
Oh,
FAs
nice.
because we're artists at work.
Yeah.
And mighty fine, might I say.
Yeah.
So Ryan, do you have a fancy degree?
I-
Sorry, I don't know how to
All right,
transition.
I was like,
let's compare. Let's
20
how
years
long-
of gaming
I mean,
experience.
well, let's just say this. Like, what's how do you, when you tell people about yourself, how do you define yourself, or like, what's the first thing you say?
Well, so I personally actually have a kind of an aversion to accreditation. Like, not aversion. Like, I just don't think it means a lot.
It doesn't. Most game developers agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I think that if you start by defining people by like what certificates they have, then you sort of miss out on meeting a lot of really interesting people.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Now that said, I have a master's degree from MIT.
All right, well
was
done,
awesome.
well done.
Also, Ryan just he did say this, but he does have some sort of pseudo-official title as technical director at Spry Fox.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah, which means that he gets to tell all the technical people when they're doing things wrong.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude,
which
that's
is
really
very
cool.
infrequent. Everybody is very good at their jobs.
Nice. I'm just gonna. So, so back to the. Sorry, I caught myself off guard with this new camera angle. Why don't we dive in a little bit here? Who wants to drive? What do you think? You guys know the
I'm gonna
game
drive
probably
this.
better than I do.
Because I don't know the game.
Oh.
Okay.
What are we doing?
So now, just to let you guys know, this is my Alphabear install. I've been playing a little bit.
You clearly have not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this
saw on
is your
Chapter
first
1.
real game.
I was playing on my phone.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
Good.
Okay, cool.
hopefully we
Yeah,
won't
great.
run out of. I can restore purchases. Maybe. Hopefully we won't run out of honeycombs. I'm gonna get back to
Wait,
that.
so what was that? Oh my God, so much happened already.
Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to talk about
I
this?
don't know. Is that what you want to do? Do we talk about it?
I
while
think we
play?
should. Yeah, we'll just play and talk, and
Okay,
we'll let the
talk.
game sort of inspire,
Yeah.
thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
and ideas in us, and we'll just let things happen.
Sounds good. Well, we should talk about how the
There's
game
no
works at
mistakes.
like the most basic level, right? Like, what are we even doing?
Well, he's making
We're
a
learning.
great word.
Right.
yeah, that's
the
a
game
good-
describes itself.
Yeah.
So we picked a bear first, and that bear now shows up, and he has special powers, which I totally blew right through.
He's a forebear.
It was too soon anyway.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah.
He makes 4-letter words worth more. So if I spell feet, for example,
Oh, is that why he's called a forebear? It's a
Yeah.
pun.
Also-
Yeah.
Oh no.
And for those of you less American history inclined, that's an Abraham Lincoln bear. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Oh,
damn.
wow.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't
Cool.
realize that with
Jeez.
a little beard.
Yeah. Brent Kobayashi might be kind of talented.
Is
yeah.
that the artist?
Yes,
Yeah,
Meowza,
that's
right.
to those of you on the internet.
Yeah, I saw Miyaza. He was handing out like cool pics.
Yeah, he makes like these portraits of like other people that I've seen online, and
Oh yeah,
they're
slowly
adorable.
taking over Twitter. Yeah.
So as I've been playing, each of the numbers on the letters has been counting down, and when they get to 0, the letters turn into rocks, and you can't use it anymore. So now that I've reached here, I kind of want to use these E and Y because otherwise it just like screws up my whole board.
Unless, should we show them what a rock looks like, or is that just sad?
No, that's a great idea. Let's see
Yeah,
what
sure.
happens
Okay.
when.
Let's just
All right.
ruin your
Master like
game
Ryan.
right
Let's
now.
just throw this.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of them. Can't
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
so.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Don't sweat it.
Look at that amazing tutorial system.
Oh, don't sweat it, guys.
Contextual tutorials.
Look how tall that bear is getting.
He's got a really big forehead.
Yeah, so this is going to squat here, and I can't use it anymore. And the other effect it will have, kind of longer term effect, is that these bears can't grow to fill that space anymore. So
No.
there will forever be, this bear will be at most that wide.
Like a bonsai kitten.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Meow's cat says, haha, I got a shout out, love you, Ryan and Alex, and these other two dudes.
Oh,
So,
it's
Yeah.
the best artist in the world is on the
Yeah.
stream.
There you go.
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so the subtext here is that this game is not just a word game, it's also a strategy game,
Mhm.
right?
Uh-huh.
Insofar as you have to think about the positions of your letters when you're deciding what to use, not just make the biggest word you can. Like, you can often do better by using short words, provided they're kind of in the right position. And,
So how does that affect scoring though? Like, from playing it myself, I always assume that the bigger the word, the better the score.
well, that's the thing. This is actually a messy thing about the scoring system in this game, is there are kind of multiple factors contributing to it. There's when you use a letter, that gives you some points. When you make a long word, that gives you a better score.
Okay.
But probably the most of the points are going to come from making a really big bear. You get just like an extra score for the biggest bear, or
Yeah.
rather for all the bears on the board by their size. And like, it's actually really hard to get that balance tuned correctly, so that, you know, getting big words feels good, but also you feel really good for like making a huge bear, and both of them seem like they're worth it. And we literally just, it used to be that like, if you made a bear, the number of points you would get for it was the square of the area of the bear. And we did like
Oh.
really detailed analysis to figure out how to change that so that kind of like both elements of the game would feel meaningful. And we changed it to bear area to the 1.85 power. We seriously spent a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sort of the barrier, you might
The-
say.
The
I'm not
bear
following
area.
this
yeah,
The bear area.
definitely.
Yeah.
Boom.
Booth.
Oh. Sorry.
You mean like John Wilkes? That's on point.
This is,
Perfect.
I'm literally just holding the laptop.
Yeah, you should be like showing like.
No,
No,
it's okay.
it's on the
It's on the
screen.
screen. I just wanted to.
Space-time continuum.
I meant to show you in mid-sentence, and now it's just got awkward.
Perfect.
Well, so I think why don't I ask you just a little bit more, and then we can play. And actually, I was thinking maybe chat could play along with us. That might be fun.
Whoa,
Oh yeah,
that's
those
good.
are nice words. Oh man,
So,
they have Google.
oh, I was curious about Spry Fox. What? How does Spry Fox make games?
Oh my god.
It seems like you guys have like an interesting sort of company layout.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
maybe the best way to think about it is it's kind of a bunch of 4 people studios.
Overlapping 4 people studios.
Yeah, overlapping. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not completely different 4 people each time. There's 10 people in the company overall, and
Plus
Daniel-
1 intern right now.
Oh, plus
Shout out Kate.
one.
Yeah.
Kate, you
That's-
shouted.
That's big time right there.
Yeah.
And so a lot of folks like Brent, for example, works on all the projects, and Daniel Cook, the chief creative officer,
Yeah.
has hand in everything. And David Edery, the CEO, is in charge of monetization for every single game.
And
So those
also,
are
he basically
kind
does design on every game as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Very multi-talented individual. And so we basically, so the bottleneck is generally the engineer. So I'm an engineer, and
Okay.
I'm the slow one, and we have 3 engineers.
Yeah, I'm like half an engineer or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, and then,
The
yes.
left half.
Right.
So we have we have what, 2 projects going? No, 3 projects going now. We have Alphabear, we have, and 2 projects that we're not going to mention.
Right.
And
That are
so
super fun.
Yeah.
You're
if
actually
you guys-
forgetting one, Ryan.
Oh no, we actually have,
Yeah, we have 4
we actually
projects in
have 5
active
projects.
development right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And for like 10 or 11 people, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely a lot happening in the course of 1 week, and like a lot to keep up to date on. But people can mostly stick to their own project depending on who they are.
So how do you divvy up the projects between, like, I guess groups of people? Did someone just like volunteer and say like
Dank the Duck says you can mention them.
Oh, great.
Is that the
Thought so.
real guy though?
Yes, I'm sure that's really him. Yeah, no, I'm sure it's fine. All 4 of them, even the
the
business
We're
one.
gonna have to wait
Special.
for so long for his response.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can start with Steambirds.
Okay, yeah. So we're working on a sequel, sort of a successor to Steambirds that is an action game, and it's sort of takes on that Realm of the Mad God kind of area where it's an MMO with bullet hell.
So good.
And,
Nice.
Kind of like really, it's like hardcore gameplay, but sort of really casual to get into. So it's really, it's like drop in play. You can play for 15 minutes, find your friends really easily, just like anytime you want. Just like go online and have a quick, awesome session. It's really intense. It's really, really beautiful. Bullets everywhere. The kind of quick progression. You quickly move through the game, and it's procedurally generated worlds too.
Oh man. So would you say that it takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to master?
It's probably like 2 hours to master about. Then
That's
you're
it.
done.
You're
Never
done
play
with it.
again.
It's
Yeah.
so it's
So
the
good.
shortest MMO. That's
Yeah.
cheap. No, we're kidding. It's a great game. We played it.
Yeah.
We got a chance to play with it. We even got to play with some of the stuff that's not done yet, like accidentally. Like I picked a Steambird that was at best confusing.
Was it the rapier?
Yeah, it's the
So it was
Yeah,
it like
that
went
thing's
back,
improved now.
like I think I hit fire, it like went backwards and something. Like, yeah, that's its special attack. It's really cool though, because so just a little like, so basically we were gonna have a play session one time, and these guys all gave it to us on a USB drive, and then Alex, you went to do something else, and you came back in, and we were gonna play at like 5 o'clock. This was earlier than that. It was the afternoon, and we were all like already playing. We had made our little guys. It's like, oh, you're already in the game. It's like, yeah, I'm flying around this like thingy. Like I don't know. It's gonna be really cool, and I can't wait for my friends to play that. I have some friends in particular.
I really don't know where that story was going.
Yeah,
The point is,
it's a cool game.
it's good for early adopters. That's the point.
Yeah, it's very easy to
Yeah.
get into. That's the whole point. It's like co-op. You're gonna be like playing with your friends, and you're gonna be like, just join us. Like you don't have to wait
Yes.
for a lobby. You don't have to fucking.
Yeah.
There's no, right.
Group up.
That's what I was trying to say. There's
Yeah.
no lobby. You just put your thing
You
in,
just jump around.
Just
claim
put
your
your thing in.
username.
Right.
Yeah, it was super fun. So look
Well, the
forward to
other
that.
cool thing about it is that like it's a shmup, but you can also run away, and you're not going to get like penalized for it or like die.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't have like an auto scrolling thing.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, you didn't beat this boss. You have lost.
It's just
Earth
like,
is
oh wait, this
destroyed."
guy's way too hard.
And occasionally, every
Right.
so often, they'll chase you. But it's true, there aren't
That's-
a lot of like open world shmups, right?
No.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
instead of strafing controls, it's rotational controls, which means
Yeah.
kind of a little more free. Feels when you're evading bullets, it reminds me a little of like Super Hexagon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
sure.
Oh yes, and there's actually a boss that we recently made that is much more like explicitly a Super Hexagon type boss.
Oh,
No, that's pretty cool.
Can you tell us what his name is?
Uh,
Sorry. I mean,
Are you
can
talking
you
about
say
the-
more?
is
Or
it the
I don't
leader?
know.
no, this is the
Great boss.
pulsar or the.
yeah, that thing was insane.
Yeah. I mean, like, so it's kind of the reverse of Super Hexagon. Like in Super Hexagon, the world is sort of collapsing on you, coming around and down. But the pulsar kind of does the same thing. Like, it creates a little maze growing outwards, and you have to fly in through it and,
God,
and
that's so
take
cool.
it out.
That's awesome.
That's really neat.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. A shout out to Ray for creating that. Ray has been very creative on the content side.
Awesome. God, that's so cool. Yeah, we can't wait for that.
So that's Steambirds.
I'd like to. Yeah, should we talk about another in the pipeline, or should we go back to Alphabear?
We can like spread them out if you
Let's
want.
spread them out.
Let's
Let's
spread them out.
go.
Yeah,
Alright,
Let's
do
go
you
back
wanna
to the
take a-
Bears.
Oh sure.
The Bears.
Okay. So this is a pretty heady game. If I could spell correctly, it would be.
Oh.
And yeah. It's so one of the things I like about it is there are, in a lot of word games you have a relatively small like letter availability. Like there's not a huge variety of letters to choose from. In this game, particularly as the boards grow, you actually have a lot of letters to work with, so you tend to be able to make more kind of like ridiculous and aggressive words.
But you troll it because you can choose to
Yeah.
play letters that don't expose more letters, and thus this is actually a strategy I use because
I took it, so the last letter was going to show up there. If it were a vowel, I could have used it with
Right.
to make ha or ho something.
Well, and sometimes if it's frustrating and you have two letters and you can clearly make a word, you get a little like the bear will be like, hey.
right.
Have
Did
you
you
tried-
spell QN
Over here.
Have you tried that?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, I think yours is like the first word game that actually allows two-letter words.
Other than Scrabble.
Oh
word
yeah,
video
besides
game?
Scrabble, but like in
Oh.
terms of like mobile like word puzzle games.
Well, I think it's because the number of available letters changes so wildly
Yeah.
as you play.
Yeah, one of the details that I thought was important is that it doesn't pick letters that make it easier on you. It's like they're totally random each time they're uncovered. So sometimes
Right.
you can get
Oh yeah, that is true. It doesn't think much about the distribution.
Yeah.
But I really like as more letters open up, they're not all equally kind of important.
Mhm.
Instead of being like, okay, you have a small set of letters to work with, you have a lot of letters, but only some of them are going to expire soon. So those are the ones that really draw your attention. So it's kind of smooth fall off that you don't have in other word games. So, okay, what just happened? We are in an easy bear.
Oh, and
Yeah.
now we get to what's possibly the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Should we share
Yes.
this right now? Can we do that? Well, let's
Yeah,
take
sure,
another
sure.
one. So, hey, everyone on the internet, this little pulsing button here, which no one ever notices, actually,
They can't see it. It's in the bottom left.
oh, they can't? They can't?
Well,
What?
they can't see your finger.
Can't see your
Oh
finger.
yeah, I understand. The button at the bottom left, slowly pulsing, which I believe 14% of players who play to at least 5 games in English language countries ever click.
Wow,
It's this guy.
that is
This guy. Lawyered.
So
data master.
yeah, so this button. So notice what happens. We use the words feet, booth, and loosen in this. So what happens when a feet and a booth loosen? That is a terrible paraphrase, as they're called, but we're going to recycle it. Paraphrase. My partner calls me Eddie Booth. Isn't that sweet? It's not that sweet. For bears, calling your feet is a.
Yeah,
I don't think I get it yet.
That's worthy of the
I think
fun
it's
with
worth
Bill
it, though.
Twitter.
Okay, fine. So we're going to share this from Bill's
let's-
Twitter account.
I
Along
hope
with a
I'm
bunch
not
of
logged
other
into
spam.
like an embarrassing Twitter. I don't understand
Oh,
how I
let's
could
see
be
if
logged
more.
into an embarrassing Twitter account, but
Share
Bill's
to
porno Twitter.
That's not embarrassing.
that's
Natural.
Bill.
I'm just saying.
inspiration.
Yeah.
You didn't even see what account it was.
What? We're not going to know. Can you just post this from
Just
whatever
post
account?
it.
Post it.
Okay. Should I say anything else?
No,
Like-
no,
okay,
just
post.
no commentary at all.
Okay.
This could be my official Russian spy account, and I don't want them. I just
So-
want them to think it's a numbers channel.
So that's that's the super fun word sentence generation thing. I really like this, and if your Twitter wasn't blowing up, please let us know. We'll try to market it even better.
I got in trouble for posting too many of those one night.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like
Yeah, I
looking,
think we-
like I had trouble reading Twitter. I was like, Bill, shut up. Like, I've seen enough of these stupid bears.
Is there kind of etiquette, like, because you can hit the recycle thing, so you can just like crank out like 10 for like the same.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
He was doing that, and I consider that cheating. I almost
Yeah.
wish we don't allow that.
I sort of-
we're
I
not
s-
going to stop someone from tweeting something about our game.
Sometimes
Yeah.
like
But it's
I
frowned
intentionally
upon.
spell
Yeah.
words thinking of that feature.
Right.
Yeah,
From my
that's what we
tweet.
want.
Right,
Like,
and you're like, oh, I spelled junk,
So-
so all the junk innuendo is going to come
Right,
out
right.
now.
Yep.
And then that gives you some ideas for future words to focus
Yeah.
on. I mean, I love that when you can like, even in a goal-oriented game, when you can convince people to play
Yeah.
suboptimally for some aesthetic reason like that. That's great.
Yeah,
totally.
that's actually Sean Bouchard's definition of role playing, which I don't know if I agree, but I just want to toss that out to blow your minds.
I can see that.
I want to ask you a question. Is there a maximum length to the words that end up in the bear phrases?
Do you?
Oh, what? What are you
Oh, in the
doing?
bear phrases. Oh.
Because-
I thought you were going to say you could spell. That's a great question.
Because I had some really monster words that I wanted to show off to the world, and they didn't.
Like photochemistry or.
I think.
Yeah,
that
like
is.
neonatal.
Neonatals. Ay.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyways,
There's a lot of idiosyncrasies in dictionaries. Like, I've never made a word game that hasn't had somebody be like, this word is not in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
And,
the neonatalists.
yeah.
Up in arms.
And conversely, you end up with all sorts of words that, like, make no sense. Andrew has been posting about these. Andrew is the lead developer on Alphabear, by the way. Andrew Frey in the UK is our chief Alphabearitis.
Nice.
And he's been tweeting some, like, very uncommonly used words that I think people pick words by just like randomly tapping letters and seeing when the checkbox turns green.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you end up with some words like flart or something, and it's like it means something in German.
Yeah, that's like, cause yeah, there's definitely been times when it's just like, I'll just have like a bunch of like words that are about to turn into stone. And I'm just like, well, let me just try this out and like do this like elimination thing, and sometimes it works.
I know that our CEO's wife managed to spell defenestrate once.
Oh, nice.
So it's one of the best records I've heard of.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Dank says, no maximum length as far as I know, but parts of speech dictionary we use is sparser than the main dictionary. That's a great point.
Oh, that's true, right? Because
Yeah.
they have to be categorized as like noun, verb, adverb.
So some of these just won't be in there. But we'll ever be improving it, I'm sure.
But that's right. Cerebral 09 has a bug report of all things.
Thanks.
One
Cerebral
time, the bear had an empty speech bubble.
Oh, yeah. You know how that happens? It happens when basically the words you spell, there are literally no words that can fit into any bear template, any bear phrase template in the game.
So Cerebral, you did it. You broke language. Congrats.
You defeated the dictionary.
I've seen that happen once. It's a known thing. There's kind of almost not a good way around it. Like maybe there should be some default phrase that it says about how disappointed it is or something.
Yeah, I mean, that could be.
I mean, it's more kind of on our dictionary than on the person's spelling, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes, I mean, it's possible, for example, for a map to end really early because you just happen to run out of letters, like, because you just unlock, like, a bunch of consonants or something.
Right.
And when that happens, you can spell one word and the game ends.
Right.
I've seen it in the data.
Right, and people say that they get that for, like, the very short event, the short word event, and so they're
Right.
spelling out all two-letter words, and so, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
To the... You can't do that in a phrase.
No.
So as you can see, you can pick some bears to help you. This is basically like your loadout, like in Call of Duty. Like you're equipping each of these on in a rocket launcher.
And go after that hardcore mode.
Yeah. So they all they have different bonuses to your final score, and they have different powers. This one gives you powers points if you use easy. This one gives you points for 4-letter words, and we can use both of them. And then we keep playing. What map was this? This was your first. No. Can you hit 800 points?
Oh, is that what this
Yeah,
is?
can you score 800 points?
You know what? I bet we can.
With the word maw.
Okay, I got a question.
Sure.
What are the stars? Like, what's their purpose?
Oh, do you have any guess? It's really interesting. Like,
I thought it was like bonus points, but I'm
can see
totally wrong.
so we probably need a new iconography for it, and we're also adding like a cousin to the stars in the next build.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah,
This is
I decided in the last couple days.
Wow. Okay.
Cousin.
A star cousin?
Cousin?
Yeah, it's like a similar mechanic, but it won't it's not the same mechanic.
okay.
So
Alright, explain this then.
why don't you watch carefully and let's see if
Alright.
viewers, you watch carefully too and see if you can figure out what the stars do. Because I think once you start looking for it, you can see it. But when it looks for it, of course. Hey, what the hell does that mean?
Paid.
It just accepts all common
When
misspellings.
someone who walked into a party and was like, "Hey," that's the past tense.
Perfect, man.
No apostrophe, no hey.
No.
Okay, well, okay.
Ew, wait, I think I
You already know
caught
just from
it. I
watching
think I
Watch
caught
very
it.
carefully, right? Okay, let's keep going so we can see.
Let me confirm it.
Let's
Hive.
Hive.
There are some words I use over and over. Oh, good call. So I often save my D's and my R's and my S's for in case I want to use them
I defer
in the
to
middle of the
master.
letter.
Yeah, I see. I got it.
Oh, he's got it? All right.
Yeah,
Anyone in
I'm
the chat
trying
have
to
it?
say
it?
anything.
Chat's gonna
You know
take
what stars do? If you didn't already know what stars do, have you figured it out yet?
Eve White is onto something,
Eve White.
and she's a mod too.
Yeah,
so-
I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
What did she say?
Don't read the chat.
Don't read it,
guys.
don't-
Just
yeah.
type. Just
Okay.
close your eyes.
Yeah.
And type what
So
you
no
know.
one's reading the chat.
You can use the little nubs on the keyboard to tell yourself where the home row is. So close your eyes. Type.
Cerebral.
Yeah, Cerebral 09's got a good.
Well.
Yep, I think
I guess
everyone's
the
got it.
cat's
Let's do
out of
that.
bed now.
All
Yeah.
right, that's it. So basically, it's like these are directions that you want to expand to because they're going to give you letters which you can sort of hold on to for a while. So if you're wondering where to pick letters, given everything else being equal, pick the ones near stars because you don't have to worry about the letters that open up.
So the letters always default at like the normal ones. They default at like 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And
It depends on the map.
Yeah,
But-
there's an interesting inversion here. Like most people play this game with kind of Scrabble rules in mind, where they're like, "Oh, I want to use the 9-point letters first,
Oh right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
because like
I
I'm going to
can see
score
that.
really highly on this word." But actually, because Alphabear's got this strategy, tactical, space filling element to it, actually don't want to use those letters first.
Yeah,
You want to hold
right.
on to them because so you've got some red letter somewhere else that you need to use
Yeah.
first.
And there's no actual extra points for using a higher.
There
number.
actually are.
Oh, yeah,
there
there
are.
Oh.
But
No,
those
but
extra points usually won't compensate for the points you can get for sort of the Hail Mary not the Hail Mary, but kind of like the
Shooting the moon.
not shooting the moon. Shooting the moon is when you do bad. What is it when you get like everything? Triple,
Oh, the
full house, full house.
the full enchilada.
The full enchilada.
The
exactly.
total
Royal flush.
destruction.
The full bear
ultimate
enchilada.
mega
getting
bear.
One big bear.
Big old bear.
That's the best thing.
Barrington
you can,
bear.
You can
Barrington
settle
bear.
for ooh. Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, is that all that is? Like the country? Anyway, I'm getting real short words, probably because I'm nervous.
Well,
about
let's
my spelling.
okay. I mean, we're all on
the.
the ball here. I think maybe what we should do is ask chat for maybe one or two words.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
good
let's see
idea.
if they
So,
can.
Good idea.
All right, chat.
All right.
We're gonna sit here in real time and just stare at the chat while we wait for this to go out to you. Just you know, they're catching up. Catching up.
The enchilada bear.
Give us
Wait,
your
isn't
best
shooting
word.
the moon when you do so bad you do.
You have to.
Good?
Yes.
Yeah,
if you,
yeah.
If you fail, you fall into the sun. So you have to shoot the moon very carefully.
Oh, I see. It is similar then. Okay, what am I thinking of? What is it in like hearts when you try to get like
Shoot
the
the
worst
moon.
score?
Yeah,
No.
because it's the worst score. Because if you get bad enough,
Oh,
you
okay,
win.
okay.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, it's not literally.
I was
score.
yeah.
ectos.
It's not
Someone.
like Mario
okay.
Party.
Oh,
You got
there you
stars.
Yeah, I
go.
got one. Ectosum.
C.W.
What?
Lane.
Is that a
Okay,
word?
is that person using salt?
He said. Is it a word?
Okay.
We should.
Well, who knows if it's a word or
We're
not?
about
If
to
it's
find out.
Alphabear accept it.
Let's
No.
Ectosome is not a word.
It's a nice word.
Butts. Someone says butts. Come on, guys. Buttes.
Buttes.
Okay, buttes.
Wait, but someone else said
Jason
costume.
Bourne.
Costume is good.
Jason
Yeah.
Kubarho.
It's a word.
But like,
Buttes.
like the-
All right,
the
buttes. Let's go with
Buttes.
buttes.
Buttes of
Are we
what
going
is
with
it? It's
that?
like
Yeah, the
Arizona
White
or
Cliffs of
something?
Dover or something. Like the Buttes. Buttes Anonymous.
Oh, really? I thought it was buddies.
Buddies.
The
Oh,
butt-
I mean, that's nice. Bear buddies.
So wait, where were those? Now we got these red
Anyways.
letters. I feel like the costume person was on point. Costume would have gotten rid of these
Yeah,
letters
that's a good
earlier.
one.
Costume.
And now we've
yeah,
lost our
sorry.
opportunity.
Obtested.
Does that work? Oh,
Attested?
that's Pat. That's Pat.
I think.
Oh my god, that.
Black Butte. Everyone's really going after the Buttes.
Oh,
Wait.
Black Butte was a.
Oh, we can't
That's
spell
a
obtested
mostly
anymore.
walking
We used to
thing, I
be. Sorry, Pat. That is a great word.
Columbo? No.
Let's see.
So right now you'd be looking mostly at your red, orange, and yellows, pretty much ignoring those
Yeah,
green letters.
Oh, zoomed. Eve White says zoomed.
Ooh, but you missed
Yeah,
out
what about
on
the
that
C?
C.
What about the
Use
C?
the
Can we
C,
get a
I
C?
think.
Locale.
Locale.
Cal says
Locale.
locale.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
And I'm also curious if locale works.
Oh,
That's
local.
better. Good job.
Oh, and I gotta use the other O actually. Oh no, I have to use that.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you could use the other O, like ooh cow.
Loco. Locoed.
Loco. Yeah, right. The Doritos Loco Taco.
Well, that's great. I think that the chat sing along portion was a real success. I think that's a good thing we did for these people.
This is the first instance, I think, historically ever of Twitch plays out there.
Twitch plays Alphabear.
They do. That is.
Oh, we gotta set that up automatically. That's so good.
Yeah, that might be rough for the mobile game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe.
It's like an iPad
Just
locked in
like
a closet
sitting
somewhere.
in the closet.
The least mobile iPad. Well, I think it might be a good time to ask you guys about a secret weapon game number 2
Oh,
in the pipeline.
sure.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Is that a can we?
So the next two games, like neither of us have done any actual development on,
Okay.
but we know a little bit about them. Because, like we said, right, lots of sort of overlapping.
So there's even
teams and-
secrets
yeah.
amongst.
Probably.
Seasons.
Well, it's on a need to know basis. We don't need to know what the details are. One of them is a mobile game called Giant Sword.
Oh, that sounds really fun. Just from the name.
I describe it from like my 5 minutes playing it as Flight Control meets Fruit Ninja.
It's,
Whoa.
so
What?
when you carry the one, what's now? Forgive me if I'm if I should know, but what's flight control?
Oh, dude, it's like one of the earliest.
Oh wait, it's
Mobile
flight
games.
control, like where you.
Will you make the flight paths, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, airplanes.
okay.
They land safely.
Which
Except-
seemed like the future of mobile devices with touch controls.
Yeah.
Because it's like this
Yeah.
incredibly intuitive interface, drawing these paths, but there aren't a lot of path drawing
Yeah, it
games
turns
despite
out
that.
people just like to tap on things.
Yeah. Or if it's like a card battle, you don't even have to look at your phone. Just
Yeah.
tap it. Yeah.
Right. Well, except for Fruit Ninja and Cut Rope and all those ones.
But those are not, for the most
You're not
part, they're
drawing
not
a path.
There's no curvy paths.
Yeah,
Cut the
you're
Rope
right.
occasionally has curvy paths.
Yeah.
But,
Oh.
I've actually never played Cut the Rope.
It's
So-
not bad for a while.
I actually think it's good.
It's
Pretty
good,
good.
yeah.
It's fun with a partner too, because sometimes
Mm.
you need multi fingers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love games like that. Anyway, Giant Sword, you draw some paths. There's a sword involved, and it's an action game, so timing is important.
Swords on paths.
So
Action
yeah,
paths.
basically you're
Sword.
controlling a little ninja dude. and he's like, and you're drawing a path for him, and then guys are coming at him from all directions. But then
Yeah.
he swings his sword kind of along the path, like
Oh,
through the edge of the yard.
okay.
So he kills all those guys, and you're just
Cool.
trying to stay alive.
Yeah. Christian, the lead developer for Road Not Taken, is the lead developer on that.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Awesome.
What's
You're good at the
what's
shadows, man.
can you talk a little bit more about Road Not Taken, just because I'm curious about that? I've seen it pop up and stuff.
Yeah.
This Road Not Taken is one of the few games that virtually everybody, except for Andrew, at Spry Fox worked on.
Okay.
It was
Oh.
a PC on Steam and console on PS4 game that came out last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And we all worked on it because console games come with deadlines.
Yeah.
And Spry Fox doesn't do very well with deadlines.
Hey, that's okay. You're in good company here.
Yeah.
We like to have rolling deadlines. Is what we call
yeah,
them.
yeah. Just roll right past them. I
That's
like
really
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a joke, yeah.
Just kidding, clients. It's fine.
What did you want? Do you want to
Oh,
say
no,
anything?
just I really like Road Not Taken. I was really proud of it. Like, it is a flawed game, but I think it is a like really beautiful and unique and wonderful flawed game.
Oh.
And I mean, to say we're proud of it is a little ridiculous. Like, we came on in the
Sure.
last 6 months of the project or something, but it still felt, you know,
Yeah, that's okay.
we had our mark.
Yeah.
And it's magical and sad and incredibly beautiful, and
Wow.
the dialogue is just, I think, like, stupendous. Like, Dank needs to be writing more text in our games.
So he wrote the dialogue.
He wrote,
He wrote like a novel. He wrote
Yeah.
so much dialogue.
Wow.
Because, like, a lot of people don't get to see this, I think, because you have to play through it like repeatedly to see all the dialogue. But each character has hundreds of things that they can say to you based on what your circumstances are and just random chance.
Okay, yeah, we should say that the game is, like, the core of the game is a puzzle roguelike.
Mhm.
So it's a procedurally generated
Oh.
puzzle game that you're kind of adventuring through this forest, trying to save these kids by tossing objects around in a kind of Sokoban-like way,
Mhm.
but with an original mechanic that's really nice. But after every like round of the game, you go back to this town, and there's essentially a dating simulator where you're meeting these people and creating relationships, and they're changing based on what happens, and you build up your character. It's wonderful. Unfortunately, the game launched a little too hard, and I think that turns some people off.
What
It's
is a
really,
what's a
really
hard-
hard.
yeah,
What does it
hard
mean when your
launch.
game launches too hard?
No.
It gets too difficult.
Oh, okay. I thought like it missed the mark. It went a little too far.
A hard launch.
It got too much publicity.
Yeah.
Everyone just thought it was mainstream. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was a little too difficult, so people didn't replay it as much as what we sort of expected.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so like as you went through it again and again, you'd see these like just like dark humor coming out, and people would be depressed or they would be ecstatic, and their lives would change based on your interactions with them.
I remember when I first started the company, like I think my first or second day, the game was already underway, and Dank was like, he was gone for a few hours, and then he came back on Skype, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I just finished writing 200 lines of dialogue about rice."
Ah, rice. So lovely. It's, well, quote Mitch Hedberg, it's good for when you want to eat a million of something.
Yeah. But it was one of the things you could give people as you could find it and give it to people, and then they would love you more, or maybe less actually if they hated rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool. I gotta check that out. I'm remiss. I haven't kept up on my console and PC stuff because I have head inside of iOS all the time. So
Oh, really? You play mostly mobile?
I'm just on the go.
By which you mean on the toilet, right?
I'm on the go.
I'm going. I'm going for the next 20 to 40 minutes. Yeah, I tried bringing my PS4 in there, but it's like...
Yeah, I know. Hey, sometimes
Yeah.
I just like to take a Nintendo Wii though.
Yeah, it's clearly what's
Yeah.
happening.
With that, those thumbsticks. Yeah.
Right.
Touchpad.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh god.
Anyways, continuing on professionally. So maybe let's check in on our bears here. How's our bears doing?
So we're still on this one game.
Or are we still?
Yeah,
oh.
there's so much to go.
Oh, that's not a word.
Dom.
Come on.
Like
Tom.
home, like...
No.
Dom.
This is the
Dom.
female dominator. Dude, have you guys
Female
not
dominator.
read 50
Maybe.
Shades of Grey?
Oh.
Wait, really? Is that really what that word...
No,
word...
maybe in French.
You
Can someone
can't-
look that
you
up?
can't- You can't contradict me. In
Dominatrix
this moment.
already has a female suffix. It's a very rare female suffix, but it is.
Is the plural that dominatrices?
I don't know. All right, we can do dome.
Dome.
This is sad. We're
Dome
not
it.
doing great. We need larger words. Well, larger boards. So
We need
can
larger
get better
bears.
words.
Is what we need.
Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
Chat.
No, dome it is. I'm just saying we need to get to the next
Modem?
bigger level.
Oh, dude.
Sorry, that's out of date.
Solar
we-
grid.
oh,
Sorry,
nice.
that would have been good.
So now we got to be careful. We want to open this last letter up early so that we can plan for it. Oh, here we go. We know we can do it. Let's do something small. Oh, can we? Zaw. Great, perfect. So now we've got some good words, letters to work with. We can do tit if we need to.
We can.
But instead we do it.
Actually, that's worth talking about because you guys don't filter out a lot of words that other like. This looks like a children's game until you spell tit. Although children, honestly,
Yeah, children would not try to
well
spell
acquainted
tit.
with
yeah.
breasts at an early age.
Yeah, in the vocabulary for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't filter out words. I think it's definitely in Spry Fox's ethos to
So all the swear words are there.
basically, except for some that like we try to remove them if we find one that like not going to make anybody happy,
Mm.
you know. But
Yeah.
It changes everything. I've been like playing clean the whole
I
time.
love that. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
realize we
Yeah.
need some like
Yeah.
tutorial that reminds you to say fuck.
No. That's the way the game should be. I love the fact that people like don't know this,
Yeah.
and then they're just surprised, and they're because like every other word game out there forbids like words for the dumbest of reasons, and
No.
so we're like, oh, we're including fat, PHAT,
Nice.
and people just love that. They're like, yeah.
Nice. That's really good, and that's good for if you're.
Sorry, I like that.
I love the doggy bear. That's one of my faves.
Yeah, it's that little contrast stitching around the head
Yeah,
that
Yes,
really
it
makes
is. And the fact that it's just dog and a bear, it's just
Yeah.
so good.
I'm just gonna see for you. Okay, that is pretty good. I think there's some nice like pornography implications.
For you, I'd view with the modem. Yeah, that's really the game you're playing here. Is so you got to get innuendo and out the
How
other.
lewd can you make it? Yeah, so it's really helpful to have all these four-letter
Yeah.
words in the game.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's like a moral limbo.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've kind of like the metagame is starting to open up to like less tutorial-y modes. This is the Tuesday basic mode, which is available on Tuesdays. And like you can play it now, but then you basically can continue to play it. And this will be a full-size board. I'll use the doggy bear. So now we can see
Training wheels are
more
off.
letters.
Can you just say something about the day of the week thing in here?
Oh yeah, sure. So basically, the main thing that you do in this game basically is, it's not so much about progressing through lots and lots of different maps. It's more like we have some amount of variety, it changes every day, and soon it'll change by chapter as well, because we have chapters in the game. But basically, on Tuesdays you have a certain map, and you can play that map as many times as you want, and come back on Wednesday, you'll have a different map.
Oh, cool.
But there's two maps. There's one that's timed, which we haven't gotten to yet,
Mhm.
and there's one which is like untimed and bigger.
Gotcha.
objects. But we're definitely we are talking about changing stuff pretty soon, adding more ways to play the game,
Oh,
really soon potentially.
very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's sort of a light, sort of very modern way of doing. Well, I mean, it keeps it playing, but it also isn't intrusive.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is people like. What do people really like about this game? They like playing it, and they like looking at the cuteness.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's like we don't work so hard to get hooked into this really really complex economic system and all this
Yeah.
game with a million different modes. It's like
Right.
it's just like enough to create the variety so that it doesn't get stale.
Yep.
Um,
One exciting thing you can do is go right into the shop
Mm.
when you download it. For $5, you can buy infinite honey, and even if you don't know why.
Oh, and you're advocating that each of your viewers do so?
I don't know. I'm not saying you should. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I don't know. What should do? What should we advocate? How does this? How are you monetizing us? What's going on here?
Yeah, so we.
I mean,
Yes, you can send us money through the game.
That's
That is the thing you can do.
Which will help support more Alphabear.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, is it?
Okay, there's an energy system, right?
Let's get real. Let's get real.
Yeah.
Brass tacks. Look, we all
But-
have to pay rent.
But we are one of the only games, I think, in existence with an energy system that you can pay to never see again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not like you just
Well,
pay to get a little more energy. You pay and then you literally have as much as you want.
That was like Triple Town too, right?
Yeah,
Triple Town
Yeah,
also,
Triple Town
following
was-
in those footsteps.
Yeah, I liked. It made me feel like an elite pro user. To
I'll admit you guys got my first in-app purchase.
Really?
Whoa.
Ever. I am
crap.
like the worst case scenario for all iPhone developers because I never pay. I don't even watch ads.
Yep.
And
Me too.
I just paid $4.99 for you guys.
That's incredible. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. Although
That's good.
it might be because I know you guys.
Yeah,
but
I was like, how many friends do you have who've made free-to-play games? Does that have something to do with it?
yeah, but I don't regret my decision because
Good.
I can keep playing at all times.
Yeah.
The regret is, I think, a real thing with free-to-play games. Like, I've heard so many times from people that they're playing a real one of those chart toppers that's like, and they're like, oh, I spent $20 and I feel terrible about myself,
Yeah,
and I believe it.
Well,
I had
because the
rage
value
quit.
goes away.
Right? Yeah, you wasted that money. Is
Right.
how you feel.
Yeah.
You had a moment of weakness, and
Yeah.
and that's not how like I feel like our philosophy is you're getting something of value for that money.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. Yeah, that's the best rule of thumb for whether you've done it right. It's like, is anyone ever going to regret their purchase?
Right.
Or
Like,
also
who
their
cares-
time spent too. I mean,
Yeah, no shit.
I think that it's with Triple Town and with Alphabear, I enjoy having spent the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Good.
which is good.
That is great.
It's fun. It's very hard for me to make words with all these people watching. I'm just sort of like sitting
Yeah.
here tapping letters because it's like it's hard to see the forest for the
Bears.
I find it tough when there's this many letters. I overthink it.
Well, I mostly ignore the greens.
So
but-
I got a question. What's the deal with the bear for all of the Triple Town games?
Yeah.
What's the story behind the bear?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know where the bear came from originally. I mean,
Dan
yeah,
would
it is.
designed it.
Yeah, and
Like-
for Triple Town, but why? Like, how did that bear specifically become that bear?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So one of the things you need to know about the original Trip Town is that it was designed for the Kindle, the original Kindle, which is a black and white device.
Oh wow.
Whoa!
And it had that like terrible little
really?
Yeah.
keyboard at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so one of the constraints of developing on this is that you can only refresh the game once per second. So it had no animations.
Oh.
It was just black and white.
Man. That's mind blowing. Is that why it has sort of like a cursor style interface almost? You tap twice to place something.
I think that's just because making a mistake really sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea what the interface on the Kindle
Would that
was
have
like.
been like the only game on those old Kindles, or is there like a?
Pretty
That's
much.
basically the
Yeah.
idea, right? We're
Yeah.
all about like finding weird little places to put games where,
Right.
you know.
There was
yeah.
Trip Town,
Yeah,
and then there was
Redemption.
Panda Poet, and Panda Poet had a mechanic not too different from Alphabear.
Yeah.
There's this incredible Ian Bogos tweet. I'm gonna find it regarding
Nice.
this game and Panda Poet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Here, you take over.
We can also outsource that to chat if you want to.
Yeah.
They liked it when we. It's fun sometimes to throw them on.
Yeah, I can't afford to look at my phone right now.
Can you
Chat,
guys
maybe can do it.
find the Ian Bogos tweet about Panda Poet? If you do that, you're gonna get 3 crater points.
Everyone,
Oh, Penile. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone's voting
penile.
for
Can we
penile.
do penile?
I think.
Better than anything I had.
Where's the P?
See, and look, that'll use a few good ones. No, wrong E.
Fucked it all up.
Dank the Duck is saying Triple Down had the bear first, but we wanted a cuter protagonist, so you felt guilt.
Oh, when you
Or no,
felt
Kindle
guilt
version-
for killing it. Yeah.
Kindle versions didn't have the bear; they
Oh,
were
it had the
monsters and
wizards.
wizards.
Monsters and wizards.
Holy shit. Okay, you
I
can
forgot
tell I've
about
never
that.
actually
Maybe
looked
that
at the
explains why
version.
there's like you start building castles.
Right, the floating castles, like your
There's like
wizards.
magical castle.
Oh yeah,
and
there are
buildings and
magical
stuff.
castles.
But also, like, where do you go from mansions? You know, obviously.
That's
Pretty
true.
much castles, and then floating castles.
Oh, that's right. There are mansions.
Triple
There's like
floating castles.
modern buildings there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so, all right. That doesn't explain where the bear came from, then.
I
mean-
did you just think about animals?
My friend, you have a really tall baby bear.
Yeah, he's kind of
It's kind of
five
lanky.
head there.
He's a-
Maybe like a 6 or a 7 there.
That's right.
Oh,
good.
Got it.
Yep.
Got
You made the four bear pun, but
Yeah,
didn't get
yeah,
four
that's
heads.
There's like some better happening here.
So nobody's come up with the Ian Bogos tweet. That's okay. I think we'll put that in our back pocket. Now, before I ask you guys about another top secret Spry Fox game, I want to ask you. I have 2 questions that I wanted to ask you.
Here we go.
What would an Alex bear do?
Oh my god. This is like Barbara Walters or something.
Something complicated. It'd be like if at the game end 14% of the letters are unused, you get a bonus.
I think an Alphabear would create like 3x length paraphrases at the end of the game.
Oh.
They'd be like 9 sentences long.
Oh,
with
man.
room for 12, fill-in words.
Wow. I would pay so much money for that.
Yeah.
Coins. All right, that's a good one. Now, Ryan, what would a Ryan bear do?
A Ryan bear would allow you to break one rule.
Whoa.
Oh.
One weird rule bears don't want you to know about.
Oh man! How would you advise the technical people to code that?
Yeah.
That's why Ryan's not working on this game.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right.
I don't have to
Good.
care.
Yeah. No one. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Thank you. Well, that was. I wanted to ask you that. So, I guess what other top secrets can we get out of you today? Is there another title you want to describe?
So the next one, I don't think it has a name yet.
Oh, okay.
And it is funded by the U.S. government.
Whoa!
Oh, okay. Is it
Taxpayer
military?
dollars.
Is it military?
It's an educational game for kids, relating to
Military?
of all things. Yeah, teaching them how to fight.
Okay, good.
Now you guys...
Just with like daggers and swords and shit. It's cool fighting.
All right.
No, it's actually like a financial literacy game.
Oh my god, you're
Uh-oh.
stepping into our territory
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna have to. Tell our friends from USC.
Yeah.
So, long story short, one of our other co-founders is also a co-founder at Futurebound Games, where they do stuff like that about
Really?
financial literacy for going to college.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
this is targeting like a slightly younger age range, right, Ryan?
You
I'm just
know,
not sure. I don't know a
actually
lot
don't
about
remember.
this.
It might even be for adults. I can't remember.
Really?
Okay, no, whatever. But financial literacy is one of those things that people do a horrible job of teaching in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's so boring. And also because it's complex in a way that is dry, I think.
It doesn't need to be. It's kind of like systems complex in a way a lot of games
Right.
are, right?
Right.
I mean, you guys probably know this since you know someone working on a game that apparently is a direct competitor.
Well,
Yeah.
we know of the person working on the game. We don't know of what
Well,
exactly
okay,
is
yeah.
really teaching. Other
Or are you
than,
talking
like,
about mission?
mission and mission?
Mission and mission?
Like I don't know. I haven't delved deep
I mean,
into that.
I wouldn't. I mean, we're actually. I would say
Still
we've
sweating
delved
right
pretty
now.
deep. Well, the thing is that we're porting that game to Unity. So I mean,
Well, I personally haven't.
Daniel's not
The
on
stream
the
is over.
project.
I'm not.
Daniel's
on the
not on the
project.
project, so don't worry.
Yeah.
But pretty much what we're doing is we're just trying to make it look the same, and we don't know how it works. No, I'm kidding. This interview's over.
Yeah.
Anyway, so our designer Pat. Whoa. Our designer Pat is making that
Thumb cam.
with our intern Kate, and they're like trying a couple different games. They're still, I don't know exactly how far along it is, but they've definitely been in like the iteration and exploration phase.
Oh.
So that's the newest one.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like try a bunch of different ideas and see which ones are fun,
Okay.
kind of
Nice.
thing.
I really love like taking real world systems and trying to make them fun.
Mhm.
It's such a weird challenge. You have to like figure out where to cut the corner.
I love looking at board games for that because they have to get them real concise and elegant, right? And like, I love this idea of like, I was reading this interview with there's this guy who makes these like highly abstracted board games that represent war games that are kind of like a little bit more like traditional like European board games or German board games, and they're not quite as many pieces, not quite as many rules, but they're still like pretty dense, and they represent like really specific do you guys know this one? It's based on essentially like the Iraq War, and it's like very, it's full of procedural rhetoric. It's like very clear that it's like embodying this guy's vision of like what the forces in terrorism and in this war were and how they interact with another, and it's really meant to be educational through your kind of like enacting of the rules.
That's
How
really
this
cool.
game called
This
Or
War
this
of
guy.
Mine?
Oh no, it's not a video game. It's a board game.
Oh, sorry.
This
my
War of
bad.
Mine sounds really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
it seems similar to what you said.
Yeah. but I won't tell you his name and the game's name.
All right,
But yeah, I agree. Teaching.
Nice.
I think that one of the interesting things about making a game to teach somebody something, or for a polemic purpose in general, is that the risk is very great that you don't accomplish that message, that you say something totally different. And I think the classic example is of Monopoly. Originally, it was designed to sort of be an anti-capitalist message.
Yes.
And it was called The Landlord's Game, and it was a show that, like, things are boring because somebody gets all the money and wins, and everybody else can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that recast a tiny little bit, now it's Monopoly that everybody enjoys being that person, and it's like totally pro-capitalist.
Well, I think it failed because it has that. It gives you that. It's that competitiveness that just like drives that game. It's like who's gonna hit Boardwalk first or whatever.
But in that sense, it didn't fail. In that sense, it's emphasizing exactly the forces that are really at play, right? So that's the really hard thing. It's like if you're trying to teach someone something about the forces, like psychological forces, and you do that by kind of like embedding them in it, then you sort of end up acting like an advocate for it, unless you work really, really hard to like bang them over the head with a hammer, like Train does or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
Yeah.
Brenda Romero just there.
No, did you play it with the hammer in the window?
I never actually got to play it. You actually break glass one time?
Dude, that's how it starts. It's pretty intense. You the instructions tell there's like a window, like an old school window, and there's a little hammer, and the instructions tell you to like break the thing. And so first, if you don't, because I didn't realize what the game was about.
That's awesome. I probably very few people get to play it without knowing it. Right now.
Yeah. Oh, well, sorry guys.
Spoilers.
Don't worry, it's a physical game, which means no one will ever be able to.
Yeah.
It's,
I think it's in a museum now.
It belongs in a museum. Yeah. It's really good though. But I had a friend who, I had a Jewish friend, and we were at the place, and I was like, "Hey, let's play this," because our professor said to play it. She said you really have to play it. And my friend was like, "Let's not." And I was like, "How come?" And she's like, "Well, because look." And I was like, "Oh." Like, it was really interesting because I was not clued into what was going on.
Oh, so you didn't find out through playing it?
No, because
she
saw stuff that I didn't recognize.
Oh, she figured it out without
before getting to the end.
Because I didn't know some of the place names and stuff.
Right.
And she's like, "I appreciate this game. I'm totally not going to play it."
Wow.
Funny.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's a great accomplishment to make a game someone's not willing to play.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way to win that game.
That doesn't.
Yeah.
We've talked about this with Steambirds actually extensively.
Oh yeah.
That we're making a game about flying around like planes and shooting things, and like that's fine. There are a lot of games like that, but we would love as a company to maybe not just make purely violent games that are totally thoughtless. And we've talked about like what options do we have narratively or thematically to either make it so that it's kind of not so bad because you're destroying robots or whatever it is, so that you don't care, or to kind of embed message in it a little bit. But it's like we still are considering that, but it's so easy to, I think, make something that feels really frivolous when you try to make it feel, be weighty and like say something serious. Like, we don't know, right?
Well, especially if that
go to war or
standard's been
something.
set in the genre too,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't played what's not the Thin Red Line with Spec Ops: The Line.
Right.
Spec Ops: The Line is a famous example of an FPS which is meant to be critical of war while still kind of like getting really into it, and then like telling you like, look how, kind of like Hotline Miami, like, look how shitty you are for being so violent.
Yeah, those games that are like, I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you can't really convey that message as well as you'd want to if you then have the player continue doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly it, right?
I think the reason the train works is that you stop.
Do you?
You did.
We did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Oh,
I think that's the
I think
point.
that's the spoil.
Yeah,
that's
you're never
the
gonna play it more
That's
than
the
once.
end game is
Yeah.
you just walk away when you realize what's going
Right.
on, or
Right.
you continue playing.
Right. So I think
The one guy who's just
The one guy's like, "Hey,
oh, this
guys."
is really fun. Come on. No, I really want to. Let's do just a couple more turns. I really. I know. I have this. It's.
I think we fit one more in there.
It's called Spot the Sociopath in your group. Jeez, Carl.
So I think it's very important. You're just trying to have this message that the thing you're doing, making the player do over and over again, is the thing that you want to convey.
Yeah, and so that's the issue when we're trying to make a game that's like a roguelike MMO you play for hundreds of hours, and it's like, how do you tell them that's you know?
Yeah.
read a
We just
message?
have like eject every time right before the thing blows up with like little character.
Little guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Totally.
yeah.
That is on my list.
Nice.
I mean, you can do that. You can just take the teeth out of it.
Yeah,
it's an option.
but
yeah.
that's
well, because the little guys. I mean, I don't know how much you want to say, but that would play into some of how it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, in our case,
it
yes.
perfectly fits in
Yeah.
the mechanics.
Yeah.
And if he's good enough for G.I. Joe,
That's right.
That's the thing in G.I. Joe. Like, does no one ever die? because
yeah,
they always eject?
even the Cobra guys
Really?
parachute out.
Really?
They all go. They all go good after that, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they go to jail or something.
They keep fighting.
They just walk to jail.
Right. Yeah.
Walk direct to
Just
jail.
Guantanamo.
Oh, jeez. That's see that stings
soon.
because Obama was. Anyways, come on. Sorry. I just wanted to do a little camera take. Anyways, so that's pretty good. Let's. We got some tall bears.
Yeah, we're playing this.
Let's
I
play a little
want to
bit more.
like, get to a time match. So let's finish this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we just try to finish this as quickly as
Yeah.
possible? Okay,
Well,
then you do it.
Okay. I'm not gonna go for score here. I'm just gonna see what I can do. Ruth. Justice. Is there an 8A? Can I retain? No.
Guantanamo. Try detain.
There is a D. There's no A though. Detone.
Detone. That's what I do in yoga class.
But compound words are difficult for a word game because it's like it's like detone is probably not in this dictionary, but
What is
it's
detone?
Bone,
or detune or
gotcha.
something,
Oh,
like
detune,
prefixing it
yeah.
Oh.
or re-upload or something is probably not in there, whereas upload is.
Oh right.
You need to teach all these Greek and Latin prefixes.
Pre-buffer.
And there's no and this is the times like these are when I want a wild card so much. Look
You-
at that position. No.
Look at those
okay.
double bear pillars.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool. They're
Dramatic,
like
yeah.
They're the gates of beardom.
I would love to have like a mode where you try to draw specific bear shapes, something like that, and you're not allowed to use
cool.
letters like that.
Can I tell you guys about a crazy idea I have for a video game?
yeah.
Sounds so cool.
So
Alright.
I would love it if there was a power-up thing where you spelled the word freeze or ice or cold, and then it would do a free effect
In this game?
in any game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There
That'd be
is
cool.
You can use that. It's free.
It's hard to make that work.
there
like
there is a game.
Just put some scribble knots in your game.
I can't mention it though.
Oh.
But someone in the game nest is
Yes.
working on
I know
something
which
like
game
that.
you're talking about.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't actually
really?
know that it did that.
Well, it might not do that, but it's
But it
pretty
could, and that's
similar
nice.
in a yeah.
Huge plug for Game Nest. If you want to find out more, move to San Francisco and join, and then befriend us, earn our trust, weasel your way in, and then you'll find out. Maybe.
Yeah, I have no idea what these people are talking about.
No, me neither.
Cytos.
So can you explain to me why is it like that one bear type takes over the other? So like if you like would combine the bears, like you'll see that the
Yeah.
dog bear
Right.
might get eaten up by like the Abraham Lincoln bear, or the opposite.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's pretty arbitrary. I think it might be that the bigger bear eats the smaller
Eats the-
one. But I mean, obviously there's a lot of bears combining at once, so it might actually be totally arbitrary. Does it just pick one? Is the developer on this chat?
Dylan's
Gibbler?
Dylan's plugging the game nest.
Oh, nice. Key. There we go. Followed up by boy for our full bear, Monty.
I love
Oh, a big bear! That's one big bear.
To rule 'em.
Dog bear.
So,
So basically, if you don't get a big bear every single time you play, you should feel ashamed.
Yes.
Because everybody does.
You found a rare panda bear.
Panda bear.
Panda bear is pretty good. And he's beloved by millions.
I love him.
What does he do?
Uh,
He lasts longer. Ah.
He should have been called. He should have been called the coffee bear. Oh, Wait, there is a coffee bear.
Oh,
isn't
that's pretty good. It's really on point.
Trout.
That's what's for dinner.
That's actually could be accurate. No.
Well, no, because
panda bears.
Oh, that would be
they're
more
Are you fighting
vegetarian.
the truth?
Yeah. Oh, that's brutal. Nothing fights harder than the truth.
I like
That's
the
true.
boned trout books. You know, you can actually bone a
That's
trout.
pretty
You
good.
can bone a trout.
Okay, I don't want that.
Debone. It's the same thing.
No, there's got to be something good. I had boned in here, and I guess there was one. So we nope.
The truth.
Oh, I like that actually. It's like when there's
Inconvenient.
something. Yeah.
And then
It's
also,
almost
nothing fights
good,
harder than the
exactly.
truth.
He only talks about climate change when he goes by. Anyways.
Short but sweet. All right, we're done here.
Okay. That's.
The other day I got I heard legendary koala bear. It's like a chapter
Whoa.
4 legendary bear, I think. And realized afterwards I felt kind of guilty because I was like, those things are pretty rare, and I felt like I'd taken it away from someone else.
Whoa. Is that?
It doesn't work that
That's
way.
not
But I
it.
still, every time I see it, I feel bad.
Wow.
The big heart.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We can try out a short match now.
Okay.
Leaf panda bear for that.
Oh, before you.
Oh.
No, sorry.
Never mind.
It's okay.
So,
I was gonna say that Easy Bear is asleep because that's one of the things bears do. After you use them, you can't use them immediately thereafter.
Yeah. You can wake them up if you pay them, right?
Yeah, which, just like as you do.
As you do.
1 hour hibernation.
Whoa. I got 2 minutes here, people. This is
Speed
full
round.
Bag.
So no bag. Bag is what
Bag
I
is
find
terrible.
to you. Watt. That's not good. Oh, but
it's
Watt
Watt,
with an A.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
That's what you have to go.
Alright. Okay, this is getting serious already. Either P for chirps? No. Trons? Alright.
Tron.
You ever get angry? You get angry at them when they're little.
Game of Thrones.
So now we're screwed. We IAE. This is bad.
Oh,
bad
that's a
time.
wide bear.
You gotta decide which
Synapse?
one you want.
No, Synapse has a Y in it. Damn it.
You can't rely on pitch for help.
Okay, so what we do is we're gonna let the
Siamese?
bottom row go.
Oh, static.
Siamese would be amazing, but it's probably a proper noun and we're not gonna get it. Oh my god!
Oh!
You are incredible.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right, now we have 4 letters. Do it again.
Alright, Fangy. No, A isn't here. Damn it.
Fan?
Hey.
Got static on your mic.
Thanks. I don't think it's static. I think it's actually a fan. Because our external
Hi,
mic.
random stream, sorry to interrupt.
Hey, come on in. You can say hi. You want to say hi?
There's a.
It's Dylan.
Finger
Here,
just-
it's that camera right now.
Yeah, you're
Oh wait, you're not in. You got to be on the couch.
You're really close.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to like
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
on
right
the.
here.
I'm trying to time the match. Oh, that's really creepy.
Yeah. Sorry about the white noise, you guys. It's an internal mic that was used at the last minute.
Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice the Y.
Yeah.
We can just turn off the fan, can't we?
Yeah,
And then the
Bill's
computer
laptop
will
catch
just
on fire.
It's the
blow
laptop
up.
fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that fan. I see. Should I try it?
No, it's the laptop.
It's
fan.
the laptop
It just
fan.
turned on.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
unplug
I've
the
done worse
power.
in this game. I feel real bad.
And
Yeah.
it'll.
Jif it is.
The power
Alright,
needs to
we're gonna form a bear in this little upper left corner now.
And burn the right side too.
Anything could happen.
Is static on the Mac?
You will not have a big bear on this one.
No, yeah, this is it's true what they say about playing timed spelling games on stream.
Yeah.
The notorious comment we've all heard.
Yeah.
It's like cool.
That's right.
No, I don't.
Don't need
this
to
is real. Shell? There's no other. Oh my god. I wanna.
Fungi.
Fungi.
Guys, I can't.
Oh,
go
it's done.
forward. This is like the worst time match we've ever had. I just want to say that.
Oh, I mean, that's
They
because you're in
regularly
front
score
of, you know.
points.
But I mean,
That's
at the
good.
very least, you got a big panda.
You got major.
That was
pain.
not a big panda.
Oh.
Good long word though.
You beat those.
Siamese.
That was-
You got you spelled
Siamese, eh?
It's intense, man. One day I'm gonna film in the privacy of my own home. I'm gonna give it to all you guys so you can see.
Right.
Nice,
right.
nice. Stretch bear. Stretch bear's a good one.
Stretch bear increases the length of time though.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Siamese bear and a watch. Why are you better words here? Siamese bear. I shall
Whoa.
true rock.
I shall true.
That's really Jack Black.
I shall true rock this place.
These are not doing it for me.
No, these are tough.
These are awesome.
That one's gonna get us in
If I
trouble.
do it turns. Okay, cool.
I think maybe the white noise has calmed down. You know, if the white noise sticks around, guys, just relax to it. It's like whale sounds that we can't stop.
It's a feature, not a bug.
It is.
Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can look at our bear collection and see what we've got. We've got 5 bears. Where are they?
So So I cheated. I was asking questions in chat, but now I can ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
a
want
unique privilege.
to come in a little bit further?
You gotta
I mean, I
sit
can
down.
get
Uncomfortably
really
close.
close to Alex.
Uncomfortably close.
Yeah,
I was
just
gonna ask very quickly. I don't know how hot this mic is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
that's better.
Did you guys purposely leave in all the naughty words to increase your virality of the game? Like, did you guys
No.
have conversations that was like a conscious effort to say, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave in all of these terrible things in terms of like vocabulary, and then it's gonna go super viral all over the internet, which it kind of has, which is great, right?
We left them in because it was the right thing to do.
Okay.
We were also aware of the virality component.
No, I think it's awesome. I think it's fantastic. It's great.
I mean, it's like it's more. I mean, it's viral. It goes viral because it's fun for people. People like
totally.
crude shit. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
fine.
There's no
reason
better
to
contrast
shut them
than
down.
seeing these cute bears that I love so much, right, mixed in with people in the chat were screaming boner earlier in all
Yeah,
caps and
yeah.
stuff.
I felt
It's
it,
just like,
yeah.
yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is actually, I feel like, our thing. We like make really cute games that are very uncomfortable. Like Road Not Taken, it's like extremely cute. It's like there's a lot of dying children in it. Like,
Right. Oh yeah. No, the hardest thing people have to get over when they first start playing Road Not Taken is that in order to save the children from the forest, which is the primary goal in the game, you have to pick up and fling them. Sometimes very far distances, and then they're like, oof.
it's like
You're definitely hurting them slightly.
Offspring Fling, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole game based around that mechanic of throwing your children.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, good call.
So hey, do you want to introduce yourself there, Dylan?
Hi there, chat. My name is Dylan Jones. I'm team making video games over here in San Francisco at Game That's where these lovely folks are. And that's pretty much it.
All right. It's part of the Game Nest crew, and once again, if you move to San Francisco and join up, you could also have drop-ins from fun people.
Do anytime. Join us. Swing by.
We have like a tall wooden picket fence in the center of the main room. People occasionally poke their heads out. It's like
Yeah,
a
I'm
neighbor.
just gonna yes and that.
Like a good improv.
Yeah.
Never say no. Never say
Thanks, I
no.
appreciate it.
And don't bring guns in like improv. There you go. Problem solved.
Is
Yeah.
that one of the improv rules?
That's one of
Once
the,
you bring in
the
a gun,
two
then-
improv rules are always say yes
Yeah.
and then never bring in a gun. Because it
Wow.
like dominates the scene.
Right.
Right.
And now everybody has to turn their attention to you. So like the classic thing is to walk in and say, no, and I've got a gun, so I'm going to shoot you. And that's how you know you're good at improv.
That's also why it's one of the rules of life.
Yeah, well,
in
that,
general,
yeah.
It's good advice.
It
if you're
demands
at an improv
attention.
show or not. Yeah.
That's true. Do you have Dylan? Do you have any questions for these guys?
I have been tuning along this whole time, and it has been absolutely fascinating.
Oh, thank you.
It has been a truly excellent stream. I think Chad is also hilarious, almost as hilarious as your puns, Bill.
Oh, grazie, signor.
I do have a final question. Is I was playing Alphabear today in BART, actually, having a great time, and I
You
went,
like the sticklers, don't
and
you?
I like it, and I was wondering because I lost connection 2
Yeah,
minutes
I
later.
know, right?
Oh, no.
What
boy.
happens when I click retry now?
Literally, why are you doing this to us, man?
I was wondering if I was actually retrying.
Oh no.
You know, I just-
No.
Does it actually?
Well, yeah. If there's basically the game does not work offline.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, 2 friends tweeted at me during the stream. They're like, "Why does your game work offline?"
Well, so in your defense, when I was playing, I was
yeah.
offline for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can finish a game.
And
You can play a game you're
Okay.
already in while you're offline. But basically, we spent a lot of time, especially, I mean, not me, but the developers spent a lot of time trying to make it work offline. And it did for a while, and it was buggy as shit and
Yeah.
really broken.
What?
Why?
Why?
What's
Yeah,
it,
what's
what's
going
it doing
on there?
online?
Basically, security is a big part of it, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
the issue is it's really, really easy to cheat and
Yeah.
like basically like steal free money and stuff like that.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah.
it's not just that; it's one of the things that we provide on Android and possibly on iOS later is we have cloud savings, so you can play the game on one device and pick it up on any device later. And that was the main thing that made it really hard
Right.
to work offline because we had all these crazy syncing problems.
I mean, that in
Constantly-
itself, from I feel like a player's perspective, is worth it in itself. Just
Yeah.
being able to save my data everywhere and then take it on the go,
Right.
switch my devices and all that jazz.
And that was the main
Right.
trade-off. Like that was the main thing. It's like it was just
So
like
there you
a
go,
lot-
people on the internet. That's all game design
That's
and
how you-
decisions really are, is a series of sacrifices and trade-offs.
That's right.
I was curious, yeah. Well, because I was wondering, because when I was hitting retry,
Right.
and I was wondering if that was actually doing something.
Yeah, it's just checking
I
to
guess
see if you're online.
Okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but we might, maybe one day, if we can. Basically, like, if the game does well, then we will have the money to invest more resources in it.
There you go.
And, like, get through all the nasty BS that you
Another
do.
reason
Pretty
to
sure
get
that
that
means everybody in the chat should go buy some infinite honey.
Buy
Pretty
some
sure that
honey.
is how it works.
Just
Taste of infinite
$4.99.
honey.
Yep.
That's right.
We'll
Don't
get
buy the
offline
infinite
now.
honey. Just become a whale. Become one of those guys who just every Saturday night, 3 a.m., you're out of your senses. You're buying honey. You're investing hard. You wake up the next day. You have no regret because this game's so good.
That's what people tell me.
Still like
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
I've heard that before. All right, and then my final question, which I promise, is
Let me give you some camera.
what? Again, I know you guys were talking about bears earlier, but is this like? And I think I saw Daniel Cook in there say that's like the classic Mario theme, like that. Like in terms of like having Nintendo always having like that same classic character in there that people
Oh
can
yeah.
relate to.
Nowadays.
Where are we gonna see bears next? Where are they gonna pop up? Are bears flying planes? Are
Yeah.
bears?
Oh, man.
Where are they? Are they
Seen
gonna
bears.
shoot out?
Seen
Where are the
bears.
bears? Are they gonna stop or?
Wherever it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
as long as
Why have it make sense? Why not just put? Let's just go all in. Let's,
Bear with
I want
big
more
sword.
bears. I need more of this incredible art. Come on.
the super ironic part about all this is the company is Spry Fox and it has a logo that's a fox,
Yeah.
which is not a bear.
You're just gonna have to change it to be
Not
Spry
so
Bear.
forward-looking.
Spry bear. Yeah.
Spry bear.
Yeah, just make
Spry
the
bear.
ears like smaller and it'll be like a little bear now.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
right.
if it's a bear in a fox costume?
Bear in a fox costume.
Oh
Spry
my
Fox
God.
Dude.
Done.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's like something from Broken
Just
Age.
like really grotesque face tearing thing.
That's your
It's
little
like hyper realistic.
I'd love to see that.
bear.
Yeah.
Brent would retweet that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there will be, I'm sure these bears will appear in some respect in everything we ever do for the future.
The internet needs more bears. I think, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys learned a couple of lessons making this game. That usually happens in games, but I think my number one takeaway is that we need more bears in our lives.
Más osos, por favor.
The way that
Really?
they move is really nice. They just like,
That was awesome.
Yeah, they have a nice little jiggle to them.
yeah.
The jiggle physics in this game are incredibly realistic.
Yeah.
Finally, they're used for a good purpose.
That's right. Ah, those sleeping bears. It's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill refuses to weigh his bears
I
because they need a rest. They've been working hard.
It's true. I feel bad if I wake them up early.
Does it confirm? Is it like, oh no, it doesn't confirm. It's just like, oh, I'm
Look,
awake now.
it looks so upset.
Wow,
with
that's a
you.
pretty cool animation.
I'm so happy.
You just gave him his favorite frappuccino, and he's got plenty of energy to go.
Just inject it in. Well, Dylan, you want to plug something?
No, this is everybody go and download this game right now. Seriously, I've been having a blast playing it. Sincerely, it is excellent, and I am not
Dylan.
a word person at all. I find it very difficult to play a word game because I just sit there because my spelling is awful. I just sit there and I go, "Is this a word? No, it's not. No, it's not. Is this a word? No, it's not." Because I'm just going for like a
Let's
see,
10-word.
like, yeah.
That, I'm,
Yeah,
waiting,
right,
I'm waiting for the
exactly, yeah.
first word game with autocorrect on it too, because it's just
Oh.
like,
Right.
Did you mean to spell?
yeah,
Yeah, like we let you use any word that's like distance one from a true word or something.
yeah. Or like if I like mix up a T and a E or something, you know, like.
Totally, right. You should put in a Siri Easter egg where Siri just like pops up and says, "What are you trying to spell? What are you doing?" Your phone's just like, "What are you trying right now? You're awful." No, go check it out. Go give it a play. And there's lots of other games. I was also linking in the chat. I'm sure some people saw it, but I tried to link to Road Not Taken as well in there.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks,
Game is
nice.
absolutely more good games in there.
Well, how about this? I want to at least get your Twitter handle, everybody. You want to start?
I am at TDJ. It's super easy, just 3 letters.
Wait.
TDJ.
I can put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, Daniel's gonna chat it.
Perfect.
TDJ.
TDJ. And then Alex, you're.
At Blinkity.
Blinkity. Yeah, I just realized
No, he's
you
gonna
guys
say
are all
yours.
cool with your.
Okay,
Twitters. I mean, the
this one
public-
might
yes.
require like
It's
people
not
to
so
like.
hard. I think you can do it.
I've
See,
got
this is
so many
Blink.
Yeah,
MacBooks.
just type it with the like edge of the other laptop.
At Blinkity.
Yeah,
Blinkity.
That's me.
Oh, you're gonna love mine.
Yeah, yours is unpronounceable. At what?
QUXMORE is pronounced Coxmore.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can you tell us the origin? I've never
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it just sounded cool.
And you
You
decided
also
that
made
that's
up
how
the
you say it.
pronunciation.
Was that a leftover from high school?
QUX is like one of the things. I forget what the medicine type of variables, or there's some phrase for these things where foo, bar, baz, and
foo,
cux
bar.
is the fourth.
Apparently I didn't sit into the fourth class of computer science.
So it was like super nerdy, a little pecky, and then I was like, and then I added the more because it needed to be a little more than
Needed a little bit
Right,
more.
more than
right.
3 letters.
And so you're like, I need more letters. I'm literally going to type more.
More letters.
That is, this is my computer science joke. I need more, so I'm going to type in more. Yeah.
That's right. And this is why I'm not an artist.
Yeah.
Well, I think this has been a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all for letting me
Yeah.
crash. This was
Hey.
absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm
No problem.
gonna do a humble clap for everybody in the chat and watching at home.
Oh,
Don't clap. None of
thank
you
you.
clap
Okay.
because we're
Clapping
clapping
for
all
them.
for
Look
you.
at this audience.
They said, yeah, that
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, we
they,
can.
they've helped us
Oh,
out.
the screen names are so smooth.
So, all right. So this was the first episode of Crater House cast, also sort of a Game Nest cast, and whatever. We're gonna hopefully do this every couple Tuesdays.
Yeah, every
Maybe
other week.
Every other week. That's
Every
what we're
other
shooting for.
Tuesday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And other than that, I just want to really quickly plug, of course, there's also Mostly Walking on Monday nights and Fun with Bill and Maria on Sunday nights. You can follow my Twitter and stuff.
Don't forget Sean Bouchard's play-by-play.
Sean Bouchard's play-by-play. Do you know when that is?
I think that's Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, I think.
It'd be more convenient just to have like a live stream, just like be like a cam girl, basically all the time. The Bill Show.
Oh, like a sort of
like at this
Truman
point,
Show?
it's like you're on 90% of the time
like
anyway.
like
yeah.
at TV.
Yeah. Like
We can do that. We
we
can
set up in Game Nest. It's
Yeah, I'll just point my laptop towards your desk, actually,
Yeah.
and then we can watch
Just
you all
have
the
like
time.
a Game Nest Bill camera, yeah.
Well, streaming's good for when you have the personality type where you need the hug that only a stranger can give you.
That's cutting deep there.
And on that note,
On that note, seriously, anything else you want to plug? Going once? Going twice?
keep
Okay.
being awesome, internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay good.
Download some Spry Fox
Thanks
games.
everybody.
Bye.
This was fun.
I'm gonna try and stop.